So what's good, y'all? We back with another video, and we are right around the corner from the season. We are literally like probably a little more than a week, probably like 8 days. I don't even know how many days, but we're right around the corner. And I've been watching some preseason. I've been watching some Sixers games because they've been on NBA TV. And Tyrese Maxey, he's been by far one of the most impressive players so far in the preseason. I know I say this every time about the preseason. It's just preseason. But there's certain things that you can take from the preseason. For example, last year, Jordan Poole, where you're like, okay, this can carry on into the season. And I see this with Tyrese Maxey. And it's funny because when I was talking about the Sixers in the offseason, I said, James Harden might end up being like the third option on this team this upcoming season. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Because Tyrese Maxey looks like he's ready to take that major leap. So far in the preseason, so aggressive. He looks like he's in mid-season form already, averaging 20 points per game, shooting super efficient. He's only playing like, 18 minutes per game, and he's averaging 20? That's impressive. And I said this, like I mentioned earlier, in the offseason, Maxey was going to need to take that leap, and he looks ready to do so. And if he does, this Sixers team has a higher ceiling because James Harden, even though may not be the same guy he was back in like 2018, still a very capable or very more than capable playmaker, scorer. So they should be fine in that department. Tyrese Maxey doesn't need to run the point guard. He can just go out there and run the two and get buckets. And that's what he looks like he's going to do because right now in the preseason, he is just clicking. He's clicking on all cylinders. He's finishing around the rim. He's hitting those jump shots like he was last season. And I expect that usage to go up now. I definitely expect that usage to go up with this team because right now, the Sixers got a lot of options. They got some nice little players around the core group of Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, James Harden, including Maxey himself. So I'm very interested in what the Sixers are going to look like during the season. But man, Tyrese Maxey looks really, really good right now so far in the preseason. And he is like the X Factor. He basically is the X Factor for this Sixers team and how far they can go and whether or not this team has a real chance to win the title. Because last year in the playoffs, he was their second best player, and then he became their best player when Joel Embiid started dealing with injury. James Harden didn't show up, we all know this, but I don't expect James Harden to do what he did last season in the playoffs. I expect him to bounce back and at least be a little more efficient, be a little more aggressive. And if he can do that and Maxey can continue to progress and get better and better like he has shown over the course of his early career, then obviously you have Joel Embiid, who is definitely going to be an MVP candidate like he always is. Sixers team is dangerous, extremely dangerous. And that's not to take away from like Tobias Harris or something like that, because Tobias Harris is also a really good player, but I think it's good that Tobias Harris is taking this like backseat approach. Because they don't really need him to do much. They don't need him to go out there and average 19, 20 points per game. Would it help? Yes, but he can go out there and average 15, 16 points a night, and they could be fine. Because I expect a guaranteed 20 plus from Harden. I expect the 20 plus from Tyrese Maxey this season, and I expect 25 plus from Joel Embiid. That's more than enough scoring from a big three to take your team far. Now, obviously, this Sixers team has its little questions about health and will James Harden be sustainable and be able to, produce at a solid rate this season? Will he show that he's not falling off a cliff? And will Joel Embiid be able to stay healthy? Those are the questions, but if those things can happen, and I said this last time I talked about the Sixers, this team really has a really great shot to win the East this season because when you look at the East, Boston, some question marks. I think they're going to be good, but there's some question marks now with Udoka being out of the picture. Robert Williams is out. Got to see what happens with that team. You got Cleveland, still a really young team, so Philadelphia is more veteran savvy. They're built for the playoffs better than Cleveland is, and that's no shot towards them. But Cleveland's going to take a little more time. You got Brooklyn, question marks there. Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton, a nasty front court that can't shoot. Kevin Durant and Kyrie are obviously, two superstars, but they have their questions in Brooklyn. So right now, Philadelphia has a chance to take advantage of these situations. And yes, they have their own questions. But Tyrese Maxey taking this leap that he looks like he's ready to take this upcoming season can be big time and a game changer for this Sixers team and the expectations that they'll have for this team. Because right now, the way Tyrese Maxey is playing, the Philadelphia 76ers look like they're going to be a top 3 team in the East, like I said. And it's funny because on NBA Today on ESPN, Kendrick Perkins, like 2 days ago, said Tyrese Maxey looks like he's going to be that second option and take it from James Harden. And I said the same thing. I said Tyrese Maxey needs to take over and Harden could take a little step back. That's no shot towards him, but he's getting in that point of his career where it's better for him to take a step back and just be a floor general while also getting his. And if that happens, this Sixers team becomes automatically a really, really dangerous team. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Tyrese Maxey is going to take that leap? Do you think it's just more so like preseason and Joel Embiid not playing games, so he's getting more chances? Is it that kind of thing? It's going to be really interesting to see. Sixers are going to be a really good team, and I think Tyrese Maxey will probably even be in, that all-star reserve conversation this season with the way that he's getting better and better every single year. So obviously that should do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Daily uploads are coming real soon. I did it last season during the year, and now with the season coming right around the corner, I'm probably going to try to do it again. So it's going to be crazy. The season's going to be really good. Really fun to watch. A lot of exciting teams. This has been the Checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.